Hey guys, figured I might shoot another video following up on the organization video I just did with, how we got our electrical fittings and everything together. And one of the reasons I actually shot that video was because of this furnace that we went on right here. I wasn't totally prepared for it, and I believe now that I am. What this is actually a follow-up, and what I think that to be more prepared and to do the job at hand, I think we also need to be technically prepared as well and organized. And what I'm actually doing here, guys, is I'm actually going to be going back out to my niece's furnace here. And what I'm actually going to do is more than likely I'm going to gut that whole furnace in there and I'm going to rewire the whole thing. But anyway, what I did was I watched one of Dallas's old videos, and I thought it was a wonderful video. And it was about where he actually was showing us how he utilizes his iPad out in the field. He utilizes his iPad as a tool, not a toy. And I always tease him and say it's like he's got the Library of Congress of HVAC on his iPad there, and he does, man. He has every single thing you could freaking think of, man. He's got furnace installation guides, AC installation guides, troubleshooting techniques, specs, for all the equipment. He's got manufacturer's telephone numbers, so you can actually call them out, while you're out in the field. You have access to them out there. He's just got a gambit of stuff on there, and I just thought that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. Right now, I really can't afford to purchase the iPad, and so what I actually got to looking at here, guys, is it's this Acer. And it's a 10.1, so the screen, the laptop part of the screen here is only 10 and a half inches. And I believe it weighs it weighs less than 3 pounds, guys. I don't know if you remember the video we shot a while back where me and Eddie actually did our continuing education hours here. And what we have to do here in the state of Kentucky to maintain our master HVAC contractor's license here, we have to do 8 hours of continuing education. And we actually got hold of the state, or the state got hold of us and was offering a free course, a free 8-hour course, but it was mandatory that I had to buy a laptop. I didn't have a laptop at the time. So the reason behind that is the people putting on the seminar were the elite software people, the Load-Calc people, and they actually downloaded all the software into our computers while we were there. And but anyway, of course, as y'all can tell, a lot of times I go overkill on everything. So I had to go out and buy the biggest freaking laptop I could find, and it weighs about 14 pounds. I am going to take it out to Brittany's, and I'll show you why here in just a minute. But it's not really feasible for me to have that out in the field. And but I'm going to take it out until I can afford to get this. It's really not that much. I think it's like $250. But anyway, let's take a little peek at it here. What I really love about this, I was actually, like I said, I was thinking about getting one of those iPads or that Samsung, what is it, the Samsung 7-inch tablet or the Nexus tablet. What I didn't like about that, though, guys, is it had all these mini ports on it. And with this one here, guys, if you look right here, it says, I don't care about the webcam part, but it says 5-in-1 memory card reader. So I'll actually be able to, it's the standard size reader, so I actually be able to put my SD card in the slot there and actually be able to review, like say if I were taking some film or something, I could actually review it out in the field. Another great thing, guys, it has 3, not one mini port, but it has 3 USB 2.0 ports on it. It's got a head jack, microphone jack, RG45 Ethernet port, 1 HDMI port, 6-cell lithium ion battery, up to 8 hours of battery life on it. I'm not going to, let's see what else here. Oh, it says it's, it's not huge or anything, but what I'm going to be utilizing it for, I think it's going to work out fantastic. It's got an Intel Atom N2600 processor, 1.60 gigahertz, 1 MB cache, 1 GB DDR3 SD RAM system memory, allows you to do computer basic stuff such as web surfing, emails, and documents, and that's what I'm going to be utilizing it for, documents. Check this out, 320 gigabytes hard drive. It stores up to 213,000 photos, 91,000 songs, or 168 hours of HD video. Okay, guys, Well, I'm not going to be using it to put songs on it. I'm not going to be utilizing it to watch videos, and I daggone sure ain't going to be using it to play Angry Birds and all that mess. This is just going to be dedicated for HVAC technical information, and I'm sure I can actually store a bunch of it on there. But anyway, getting back to Brittany's Furnace here, I was actually able to log on to Noradine's website, and I found all kinds of great stuff. Let her warm up here a second, guys. Come on, girl. Oops, wrong folder. Okay, sorry about that. Let me get back here. What I actually did was I made her own folder here, and I'm calling it Innertherm Furnace. And like I said, I was actually able to access Noradine's website, and I got on there and I downloaded it, a bunch of these PDFs to my computer here, which is being slow today. Come on. Okay, guys. Know what I love, man, is check this out, guys. I found this. This is what she's got. She's got an E2 EB series electric furnace, Innertherm. And this, what I found here, man, it has got all kinds of fantastic information on it. Let's see. It has code specification requirements, connection supply service wires. Right here, heating elements, cooling relays, limit switches, sequencers. It just goes through a gamut of stuff. It's got all kinds of great stuff. Nomenclature, exploded views of the unit. Here we go, right here. Here's the sequencer that we replaced out there, and hers is the 10. Let's see, it's got troubleshooting techniques for it and everything. Here's another exploded view. Actually goes into detail about your heating elements, your KW there, your strip heat. Tells you how to troubleshoot it as well. Goes into detail about the transformer, troubleshooting it as well. The limits, troubleshooting them as well. Here's the cooling relay, like I said, the limits. It's just got all kinds of great stuff on it, guys. But here's my favorite part here. Let's see. Let me find her furnace here. Bear with me, guys. I think it's at the bottom. Let's see here. Here we go. Rotate clockwise. Alright, guys. Here's her furnace right here. She's got the E2EB010. And there's that blower relay in it. And your transformer. And here's our sequencer right here. Here's our strip heat. Yada, yada, yada. But what I loved about this too, guys, is actually when I went to purchase my wire and everything, right here under note number 5. If any wire in this unit is to be replaced, it must be replaced with 105C thermoplastic copper wire of the same gauge. So you have to make sure that you have all that. So that's what I did. I went out and I actually outfitted that box so I can actually work on, you know, electric furnaces and everything, and, you know, a multitude of other things too. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. Oh, let's see. I found another great thing in here. I had just a little bit of difficulty dealing with the parts houses here. And what I thought was fantastic, guys, was I actually found this also on the Nordine site. And this is wonderful right here, guys. This is actually the parts list for that entire furnace. Here's the 510 blower. Here's her system right here. And we've got our squirrel cage, our blower housing, our capacitor, our motor, our feet. Let's see, we've got an exploded view of the cabinet. We've got, here's our heat strips, our transformer. And look, right here, guys. Number 6, that's the sequencer right there. So all we basically got to do, guys, is come on down here, and it's got every single part that you need. And look, we can have all this out in the field with us, guys. So what I love right here, guys, is check this out. So all I really had to do, instead of him hawing around with the parts houses, all I had to do was basically say, hey, look, man, I've got an E2EB010 Innertherm furnace, and I'm needing a 621679 sequencer, 2-stage, 4-pole. And if you look like right here, guys, These are all the model numbers on the furnaces, and you got a 010, 012, 015, 017, 020, 023. So right here, I shouldn't have had any problem whatsoever, guys, with this particular sequencer, because look here, it's all the way across the board. Every one of these furnaces is using this 621679. So anyway, I thought that was great. So what I was actually able to do also, guys, was I actually went back in and I copied the wiring diagram to her furnace. And what I did here, guys, was to make it a lot easier on me, I went in and I went ahead and I highlighted in red all the high voltage, and I highlighted in blue all the low voltage, so I know right where everything is supposed to go. Here's our low voltage side of our sequencer. Here's our high voltage side of our sequencer, and I can trace every wire back to what I need. So when I go out there, I'll have this with me, and I'll be able to rock it out. So, but anyway, guys, over time, I have, I've collected manuals and spec sheets and troubleshooting stuff and stuff like that. And what we have here, guys, is I actually started my own little site where I actually have like folders on AC charging, American Standard manuals, brazing manuals, Payne day and night manuals, Bryant manuals, Carrier manuals, compressor manuals, defrost board manuals, ductwork manuals, ECM and PSC manuals. I'm not going to bore y'all to death. I collect these. And what I do when I find them online is I download them and I make a folder for them. And when I find anything any more pertinent, I actually will put them on there. So anyway, guys, that's a great suggestion I was going to make to some of the new guys up and coming. Don't depend on somebody to hand you something. Get in there and find it, guys. There's a vast array of stuff out here on the internet that you can find in PDF form and download it yourself. If you do it yourself, you're going to be happier with yourself that you did it yourself, because you're actually going to be reading it while you're, I hope you are, going to be reading it while you're putting it in your file. So you're going to actually gain more knowledge from doing it yourself. But anyway, guys, I thought I'd share that with you. And I was going to share something else with you, actually, how to, what I'm going to actually do when I go out into the field, back over to my niece's place. And actually, what I want to do is probably, I'm sure a lot of the guys on here and gals are, really computer tech savvy. I'm not one of them. I'm learning. YouTube's taught me a whole heck of a lot, guys. But anyway, what I'm actually going to do is I want to download this stuff to a thumb drive, and I wanted to demonstrate that. So I reckon just stay with me a minute, and I'll get right back to you. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, I appreciate y'all sticking around, and what I wanted to actually do here on this portion of the video was actually give y'all just a little brief description and demonstration on these USB flash drives here. And what I actually did, guys, is I went out and I purchased several of these SanDisks. They're 8 gigabytes thumb drives, and they're pretty daggone cool, guys. You can actually not only download documents and information like that, you can actually download videos to them. You can download music to them, and they come in, different sizes. I figured 8 gigabytes would be plenty, but I think they go, they go pretty much up there pretty good, so you can actually get all kinds of information on them. Basically, all you do is, I've got one unboxed here, and you just slide this little dude out right here, and it plugs right into your USB port on your computer. So basically what you do is you'd get in there and you're going to download your information to it, and then you can just pop that puppy right in your pocket, take off, go to the destination you're on your way to. Once you arrive, you can actually take this dude, pop it back out, plug it into your computer or whatever you're going to plug it into that'll fit this 2.0, and you've got every bit of the information at hand. So I know this is probably going to be boring to a lot of y'all, a lot of the computer tech savvy guys out there and gals, but anyway, there's a lot of us that are still on a learning curve, and I figured that this might be helpful to some. So if y'all will bear with me, I'll be glad to show you. Just hold on one second. Be right back. Okay, guys, we're ready to rock now. What I've actually done was, you're actually going to want to come down here to your start icon down here, and you're going to want to go up to my computer, and you'll click on that, and what will open up is this type of window here. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to take our new thumb drive here, we're going to open her up, make sure she locks, and we're going to slide it right in this 2.0 USB port here. So here we go. Should hear a thump thump. Some of these actually glow. This other one I have actually glows. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to look for this right here, this removable disk K. So we'll open that dude up right there and we're ready to go. So let me get set up here and I'll actually show you how to do it without having to hold the camera. All right, guys. Okay, y'all, bear with me. I reckon we're ready to get started here. What we have here is we have two windows open, and I actually shrunk them down so I could actually do the video here. But anyway, the window on the left, that is our documents window. And we have a little bit of a separation in between the window on the right. And the window on the right is actually my computer. Everybody's got it on there. That's where we went to that start icon and found computer, and you just left click on that to open that up. Now, once we took our new thumb drive there and we put it into our USB port and we heard that thump thump, this removable disk K popped up. I know y'all can't see my cursor, but just look for the highlights here. It's actually down here at the bottom where it says removable disk K. That's what popped up. It could be any letter in the alphabet. It depends on your computer or whatnot, but that's going to be it. I suggest you just go ahead and open my computer, and that way when you do plug something in, you can actually see it pop up on there, your icon pop up. So what we're actually going to do, guys, we're going to go ahead and left click it and get it open, and there we go. What I actually did was this SanDisk had all kinds of stuff that came with it. So what I did was I actually went up and hit organize, and I made myself a new folder, and I called it SanDisk folder, and put all that stuff in it. I didn't want it to be all, you know, trashed up in here. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the Innertherm electric furnace, and here I am highlighting over it. And what we're actually going to do is open it up. Left click it to open it. So there's Brittany's Innertherm electric furnace. We've got our wiring diagrams, our tech spec sheets, parts list, indoor fan, yada yada yada. We've got a whole nest of stuff that we got from Nordine's website. But anyway, I was wanting to try something new. We can actually take these, I guess, and we can drag them over here. We can copy them or whatever. But what I want to try to do, guys, is let me back up here. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to come back over here to the Innertherm electric furnace. I'm going to left click on it. All right, it turns it blue. It highlights it. Now I'm going to take my mouse and I'm going to right click on it. That should open up a drop down. We've got a drop down right now. So I'm going to hit left click copy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually come over here to our Windows, our computer window we have open over here, and actually where our SanDisk folder is. We're actually going to left click on this. This is what's going to actually go onto our thumb drive. So we're going to left click on it anywhere in that white. Don't get in the folder, just anywhere in the white here in this box. I left clicked it. Now I'm going to take my mouse and I'm going to right click it. That should give us another drop down box. There we go. So what I'm actually going to do now, guys, is I'm going to take my mouse and I'm going to left click paste. That should put it into our thumb drive here. And there it is, guys. Check it out. Man, I love it. Alright, guys, let's ensure that it's in there. Let's go ahead and click it. And there it is. There's Brittany's electric furnace there. And there we go, guys. We're ready to rock. We are ready to rock. So when I do go back out there, I'm actually going to be able to pack his thumb drive with me. And like I said, I hate packing that big old heavy laptop I got, but I'll just have to make do with that until I can, you know, get something else. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to probably get that notebook maybe next week or something, or netbook or whatever you call it, that Acer. I thought that was a really nice product there. But anyway, guys, I think this is the way of the future. Now, pretty much, you know, you have to do a little bit of work, but pretty much you can, you know, the world's your oyster. Whatever PDFs you decide to get on there and find on the internet, man, and there's a ton of them out there. Get out there, make some folders, put them on a thumb drive, or go ahead and download them straight to your computer or whatnot. But anyway, guys, I want to download all these other service manuals I have, and but I'm not going to bore you to death with them. But anyway, what I'll actually think I'll do is I'll actually take we'll hop on down to the laptop downstairs, and we'll actually we'll plug that thumb drive in and see how it works, guys, just like we're out in the field or something. Man, I appreciate y'all watching so much, and I appreciate y'all taking the time. So I reckon we'll get right back to you. Hey, y'all, we've made it down here to the laptop, and I reckon let's go ahead and try out our USB port here, the one we had upstairs. You just have to bear with me a minute. Might be kind of hard to find the hole here. Let's see. There we go. Make sure it's locked. And there we go. Alright guys, what it's going to do is it actually is going to prompt us to open the folder to view it. Take us right to it. And there we go. There's Brittany's inner-therm furnace. And there we go guys, and see, I'll have this out in the field with me. You can make it bigger, make it smaller. You know, it ain't like trying to read an old service guide or something out there on the job. And you know, a lot of times, most of the jobs I go on anymore, it's required in the state of Kentucky that we leave all the service spec stuff on the job, installation guides, everything. The inspector actually looks for it. But anyway, most of the ones I go on, guys, doesn't have nothing on them. And I'm lucky if the one on the door, you know, the wiring diagrams we actually have on the door are still intact. But anyway, guys, figured I'd show you that real quick. And you know, I couldn't wait. So basically what I did, guys, is I actually downloaded a few more things onto this one. I was just using this one for demonstration. You can actually, you know, you can delete stuff on here too. It ain't like it's a one-time thing. You can take stuff on, put stuff off. So let's pull this one here. And here's the nice one I was telling you about. It actually lights up. Where'd he go? All right. There we go. Yeah, check that dude out. But it'll also prompt us too. Open folder to view files. And there we go. I took a few of those manuals upstairs and put them on here. I mean, like my compressor manual. Look at all that good stuff. But anything you want to know about a compressor. But anyway, I'm not going to bore y'all to tears with this. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. I hope this helps some of y'all out. And I reckon we'll holler at you soon. I'm telling you, this is the way to actually get technically organized. So anyway, guys, just wanting to bump my game up. So I reckon we'll holler at y'all real soon. Take care. See you later. Bye.